Hello Wargamers and welcome to another Ultimate General Civil War with me, Bubblebox. It's the 8th of October 1862 and we're going to the Battle of Perryville. Our scouts reported that the rebels are deploying their infantry near Perryville. The town controls an important road junction and is a source of water supply. We must defeat them to secure the strategic area of Kentucky. Deploy your troops around Widow's Bottom, farm and wait for further notice. Okay, so let's just check out my army first, as I normally do. This is the army that we've prepared for this particular battle, the Battle of Perryville. 14 brigades. Of course, we've got the Iron Brigade with lots of vetted up units, and then we've got everyone else. Oh, I need to check again. We've got the Palmetto melee unit here with 2,500 units. I've got two cavalry, as I had in the last battle. I've got a couple of extra sets of guns in, so we've got 4 sets of guns, 4 nice sets of guns. And then everyone else hopefully has got the 1855. Nope, just need to upgrade there to the 1855s. Should have enough, I think, in the armory. Do we? Oh, we haven't quite. Let's spend a bit of cash. Let's equip those guys. And Berry has got the 1855s. Everyone else? Yeah, I think so. Cool. So just Hescock with the Palmettos for meleeing. Iron Brigade with the 1855s. I think we're good to go. 25,000 to supply. That should be plenty for this one of the minor battles of Battle of Perryville. So let's deploy our units. So all there to defend the crossroads. Enemy a 17,800 and we've got 21, so we have the slight advantage. And this is why you need to keep your army strong throughout the different battles in the campaign, because when it gets into the later stages, if you haven't got a big army, you are going to be defeated. So let's start. Deploy your troops around Widow Bottom's farm and await the advance order to Perryville. Okay, so this is kind of well, is it an attack? We kind of already hold the position. Rebels may attempt to attack us and you will not have reinforcements until tomorrow. Hold your ground at all costs. Okay, so we do have to advance into position and then hold our ground. So let's send someone pretty fast with a smallish brigade. Putting these guys up through the open ground first. Berry will break some skirmishes off of Berry. We need someone to protect our flank, which will be Griffin. And then also some cavalry, which you might send out on the flank to have a look what's going off over there. We'll send our guns straight down the middle. All of our guns, kind of in 2 sets. Bubblebox can go with Berry down the centre. And we'll send... We've got a lot of units here actually. This could be quite the battle. We'll send the Iron Brigade down the centre, but keep them kind of a little bit in reserve. Just use them where we need them. And then our melee units will kind of do the same. That's Hescock. We're going to send him down the centre. And another set of units, Marsh, can go there. We'll put Hescock there, put the guns back just a little bit. Put the Iron Brigade there just behind General Bubblebox. We need someone else on the right. So that can be Harmon. And then everyone else can go on this side, I think. Just send them up in a line. We've got Edwards, Otis, a couple more sets of guns. And then we've got our cavalry as well. So I think that's it. I think that's our setup. Let's start and then just get our units moving. So we're going to put... these guys are going to go over here. We're going to break some skirmishes off of this guy. I think we're just going to walk... Should we break some skirmishes off? We'll break some skirmishes off of Griffin as well. Walk them guys straight forward. And get these skirmishes going to go across to this side. I might put Foreman over there as well just to check that flank. And then Berry just to go straight to the middle with Bubble and the Iron Brigade. And then we've got Marsh also heading central with Hescock, the melee Hescock, Edwards, Otis, cavalry up the left. And the guns just head towards that central position. And we'll decide what to do with the guns, where exactly to position those when we see the enemy. And let's get our supply up with the guns as well. And that's a good plan. Let's double time it until we see the enemy, or get our skirmishers to see what the heck's going on. Let's send them right over to the trees. Send them up to there. Bubblebox is at the gallop there. Slow it down a little bit now. How the cavalry are moving up on the other flank just to check out what's going on. So we'll get Berry into... let's put the Iron Brigade into this defensive position here, I think, on top of the hill. And we'll send Berry in front of the Iron Brigade. I'm wondering how far we can push them up before the enemy appear. We do seem to be going quite a long way. We can actually take Foreman forwards, perhaps. We don't have to go too mad because we only have to defend this position, remember, for the start. So we'll just put Berry into the building here. We'll put the Iron Brigade on top of the hill. Marsh initially can be kind of a reserve unit on the back of the hill. Edwards can go into the trees here to protect that flank with Otis. Oh, and there are some a very large cavalry brigade there, more than us. So we'll pull our guys back from there, and we'll put Otis in here to keep an eye on what's going on that side. And our guns, we'll kind of spread a couple of sets over here and a couple of sets on the right. I think, where's my other guns? Shall I leave some behind? I've got 4. Oh, there's the other set. Okay, we'll put them. In fact, it's Loomis with the guns. Buckley, just go in the trees here, keep an eye on our flank for us. Oh, hello. We have spotted quite a lot of enemy over here. Now, Foreman, we'll put him just to the... I don't really want him to take close-up fire from their guns, so I'm going to pull him back, actually. We don't have to... Yeah, we're going to pull him back with our skirmish. Put our skirmishers to keep an eye on things. And bring these guys back as well. Griffin, you need to kind of turn and get into a defensive position here. And regroup with your skirmishers. Berry, you get into a defensive position here. And this seems to be the bulk of their unit, so we're going to bring the guns a bit closer. And we'll put Edwards to protect the guns over in the trees here. And Otis... Well, actually, Edwards is already there. I'll bring Otis across. So what's Foreman doing? No, 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 Foreman! I charged him by mistake. Oh, that was a huge mistake. That was a huge mistake. Let's retreat these guys as well. We need to make up for that now. Disappointed in myself. I'm disappointed in myself, and we've also got some units coming down. Stuart. So we'll stop these guns here so we can shoot at Stuart. Edwards can just keep moving across here. We're going to have to start engaging. Yeah, Smith, Otis. Just protect against these cavalry. Just bring our cavalry on the flank. That's a huge cavalry brigade up there. Yeah, oh, I'm disappointed. I'm going to lose units. Foreman's losing. But we've got support now from Berry and hopefully from Griffin. Griffin, we need to move forward slightly. Oh, okay, now we can see the enemy. Good. They are in cover and you need to pull back, my friend. You haven't got very good rifles. You are a melee unit. Edwards, come around and engage these guys. Let's bring the Iron Brigade to help out on this side, I think. Oh, hello, skirmishers. Let's charge them. Yeah, we're going to bring the Iron Brigade and try to outflank these guys along here. But Hescock, he's getting himself in all sorts of problems. He needs to get out of there. Otis get to the edge. Oh, their cavalry are charging against our cavalry, so we need to get our cavalry out. Okay, we've just got to hold these guys across the river now. They'll do them a huge amount of damage if they try to get across the river, but we could do some units in the trees here, and we'll still bring Marsh up for that role. So can we kind of get in a slightly better position for Edwards? Our cavalry have managed to get out without getting absolutely hammered. Should pull them back a bit tighter into our lines. Guns are all in an okay-ish position, pretty good position for the guns. Maybe Loomis can get a bit closer just behind Preston. Okay, so once the Iron Brigade are in position, they're going to, in fact, I'm going to use, yeah, then we're going to be able to flank these guys that are coming across this open ground. Let's get the cavalry down here. Hescock's going to be used for melee if required. Marsh is getting himself in a better position. Oh, Foreman again. I'm ignoring Foreman again. He needs to retreat because he's getting charged again. I'm going to do a quick charge with my cavalry just to help Foreman out. Although they're going to might take a volley from Adams, which won't be good. Got to save Foreman at this early stage in the battle. So, yep. So Duchesne doing some damage now to Jones as Foreman gets himself out of there. So let's pull Duchesne back. Yep, they have taken a volley, unfortunately, from Adams, as I thought they might. Let's keep pulling Foreman back. In fact, I'd like to get Foreman into this compound and pull our cavalry right back. Now then, how are we doing over here? The Iron Brigade have actually come across their guns, which I don't really want that to happen. Let's break off some skirmishers from Marsh and head over to their guns. Marsh can attack Brown, and Iron Brigade, you need to stay in the trees. Unfortunately, I'm going to pull them back. Running into all sorts of problems. Okay. I think sometimes these massive brigades are just too big to move around the map very easily. How are we doing down here? So Foreman's in a much better position now. Although we've got Adams trying to go up on our flank, but we've got Duchesne back here. We can bring Buckley across as well. Got to watch out for their cavalry trying to flank us. Let's bring Berry across here. Let's break off some skirmishes from him as well. Keep an eye on these. Yeah, they're going to attack Otis from the back, aren't they? Right, we've also got this guy trying to flank us as well. Not going to charge yet. Right, how we do the Iron Brigade? Oh dear, they're actually advancing on these. Oh, well, let's just try it. Let's try and take out as many of these guns as we can then. But let's move forward into some cover while we're doing it. In fact, I can break off skirmishers, of course, from the Iron Brigade, so we might as well do that. So we can skirmish them while we're moving. Marsh engaging these guys. And we're going to move Escott across here. By the time he's got in position, their enemy have moved, so he can't melee very well. Okay, let's skirmish their cavalry. And these guys, I'm just going to keep an eye on these guys. Berry can engage as well. Their cavalry, if we can get a volley off from Berry on their cavalry, that was going to do them a lot of damage as they're trying to attack our skirmishers. Yep, there's the volley. Huge amount of damage onto Wharton. They're going to skirmish with our cavalry, but if we can get another volley off into them, they might force them to retreat. Now Otis is up against a lot of brigades here, so I'm just going to pull him back. Oh, in fact, he's been broken. He's broken. We need to take these guns down. Can we charge into the guns, please, and get these guys into cover? Let's move Hescock across. So we're getting pressured a bit in the centre here, but if we can flank them, take the guns out and then move around the flank and use Hescock's melee into them. In fact, Otis is meleeing already. We need to pull our guns back. We are getting a little bit overwhelmed here. Yeah, we are indeed. Let's... oh god. Okay, it's needing more units than it said in the game, but I think we're still doing okay. Griffin, you can move back to the centre. Come on, Hescock, get yourself in position. Meanwhile, we are managing to hunt down their guns. Let's charge with the Iron Brigade. No, let's not charge. Let's just move up. Okay, they're charging our centre, unfortunately. We need Berry to engage Manny. Skirmishers engage there as well. Griffin, you come across here, because Jones is moving in on the action. Let's keep pushing their guns. Come on, Hescock, start moving forward. Get some nice shots on their flanks now. Otis needs to engage. Edwards as well. Okay, we're doing them damage now. We're getting into a slightly better formation. Cavalry getting attacked as well. Let's go and have a nice melee, shall we? Let's charge. Let's charge. Perry, your rear, your rear. Watch your rear. Oh god, it's going to get hit right in the flank. Right, Hescock, charge. Now, use those palmettos to good effect. Iron Brigade, doing lots of damage to the artillery. And the Iron Brigade, I think, can probably charge these artillery. Edwards can come across. Can you capture some supply for us? Probably charge that. No, don't charge it because there might be some units in the trees. Okay, I think we're okay at the moment. Where's Griffiths? Griffiths is just checking on Jones. We're a little bit down on the back here. Berry's broken, unfortunately. Guns are certainly going down. Let's try and get these supplies. How's Hescock doing? Good job, I hope. Now he's going to be attacked by Manny, so I might just pull him back at this stage so he can recharge himself for another charge. Edwards, we need to get back on into the trees up here to protect our rear end. The enemy have done a really good job actually of getting right the way around us, but we have got foremen back here who maybe can help out a little bit. Yeah, indeed there was a brigade over here as well who've now routed. How are we doing? Taking their guns down nicely, I hope. You manage a little... no, you're just out of... yeah. Although they're in the river now, these guns, so they're gonna get taken out easy. Okay, so let's let Hescock charge up get some more conditions so he can do another charge. Adams is broken. We'll move into the trees with Otis. They have got their cavalry. Where's my cavalry? You know, I always worry when I don't see my cavalry for a while. What's happening with them? Let's move them up forward a little bit. Destroying... yeah, all their artillery has now been destroyed. Let's try to capture their supply and bring the Iron Brigade back into the battle. So let's move forward with our skirmishers. Try to cut off their supply and bring the Iron Brigade back down here. Hescock's going to rest so that he can do another charge. Okay, we're getting back on top of it. We're getting back on top of it. Okay, Griffin's in a good position, and we've got Edwards on that flank, and the guns all in a good position. Martin's just checking out the north side, so we can bring these guns a little bit closer now, I think. Let's get Bubblebox to command a little bit closer. And Foreman, you can probably afford to move forward a little bit more, maybe get some shots on the flank of Powell. Okay. So Hescock's recharging, that's good. We're getting across the river, it takes ages to get across the bloody river. Let's get the Iron Brigade across the river on the other side. Skirmishers that is, but the rest of the Iron Brigade are going to move to the trees. They are exhausted, so they're moving very slowly. In fact, I might just stop them for a quick rest. For a couple of minutes. So it looks like the enemy is kind of retreating now. Which is fine by me. Can we try and... I don't mind trying to capture those supplies. We need some skirmishers over here to do that really. Have we got any skirmishers free? Skirmishers, not really. Wow, Powell's broken as well. Okay, so all I would like to do now is capture this supply truck. We haven't got the condition to charge, unfortunately. Let's keep moving across here. So move the Iron Brigade forward. Now got a little bit of condition back. Right, so where are these guys going? Watch your back, Foreman. Oh, I just need to sit here really and defend the position. Alright, just bring my cavalry back to my main army, tuck them in. Our guns are still pounding their positions, which means our guns are getting experience, so that's a good thing. Still trying to find a way to get to this supply. But they're all exhausted, so they can't move very quickly, unfortunately. Still got a few guys out here. So Marsh just sorting those out. Marsh must be doing pretty well. He's been out there a long time fighting. So what's his... He's killed, yeah, 628 to 124. What has the Iron Brigade done this time? Although I didn't think they were doing that well, they've done a fantastic job again. Hescock, who had that big melee, hasn't done quite so well. Yeah, but I was microing Hescock really badly, so I don't blame you, Hescock. You sit there. Everyone else sit there. You sit on the flank. Fantastic. Are we anywhere near to catching this yet? Oh, we're getting there. Let's keep moving up. Let's speed it up a little bit. I'm not sure the enemy have got the strength to do another big attack. Oh, Manny's coming across to help out. Here it looks like. Keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. Come on. Okay, let's... Come on, come on, come on. Capture that supply truck. Never had too much supply. Can you charge? No, you can't, can you? Oh, I've captured it. Okay. Let's get back to the corner with it. Okay, we just need to see this game out. 13 minutes left. You're flanked? Seriously? How are you flanked? Can you turn yourselves a little bit better? We'll leave him as he is. Yeah, they can't even get close. We've got 4 artillery batteries smashing into Jones at the moment. How's our artillery doing? Did take a little bit of damage. Oh, what's that noise? I can hear charging. Let's get Marshall skirmishers across there. Yeah, let's see how our guns are doing. So, oh, that's... Wow, lots of kills for McGowan. Not so many for Loomis. But McGowan did really well. Okay, so that's it. Another victory. Nothing too difficult this time. Took 3,000 infantry and 8 guns down. Goods, which is important in these minor battles. You want to be capturing lots of stuff. Of course, captured some supply, some Patton Enfields. Might have enough for a brigade of those now. Actually, I think I captured some more of those earlier. Yeah, not too shabby at all. Let's head back to the campaign screen because, oh, got some prisoners as well. Because next battle is going to be the Battle of Fredericksburg. I hope you enjoyed this battle. We've got some more resources and we should be able to build a nice, massive, well, in fact, a massive army again for the Battle of Fredericksburg to come in the next episode. Please do give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this battle and I'll see you in the next one.